All right, guys, we've got another kind of budget knife, if you will. This is from Real Steel. It is the Akuma, the part number there if you need. Comes in a nice hard cardboard box with some paperwork and a microfiber cloth. So you can't go wrong when they give you a microfiber. So that's always cool. So this was loaned in from my buddy Gary. So this is the first real in-depth look he is getting at it because, as we know, Gary sends me brand new knives from the retailer or the maker or the whoever to me. I get to video it and then I send it along to him. So as always, Gary, thank you. If you're interested in sending something in, just send me an email down below and I would love to chat with you. It doesn't have to be brand new stuff. I take a lot of used loaners as well, and we can work that out in the details if you're so inclined. Shoot me an email. This one's really, really cool, actually. Let me get the specs on it out of the way first, and then we'll take a close-up look. It's about $75 online right now, 77, 78, depending on where you look. A lot of places are sold out also, but I think it's a great knife in that $75 range. Spoiler alert. So there you go. I guess you can click off now if you really so desire, but just stay till the end. All right, so it's 4 3/4 closed, 8.5 overall, 3.7-inch blade, 3.48 cutting edge. Behind the edge is .015. It is K110 blade steel, which is a bowler version basically of D2 steel, from what I can understand from reading and a little research. Again, I'm not a metallurgist nor a steel snob, so pretty much every steel is okay by me. Blade thickness 0.145. Overall thickness is 0.503. Weighs in at 4.1 ounces and runs on bearings. Okay, so let me give you a quick little exploded view of it. I think this is really cool. Real Steel tends to include something like this in a lot of their knives. And apparently they make this particular model has been made in a button lock and a frame lock and a back lock. So they kind of give you everything so they can reuse the same paperwork. And then here is just a bunch of different models of theirs. So let's zoom in because it's really kind of cool. It's OD green with orange liners. G10 backspacer. A deep carry pocket clip, which I'm not a super fan of, but they've done it absolutely incredible. The screw is on the top, so there's nothing in the way, right? And we've talked about this before. Here's one on the Kubi KB237, where they've recessed the clip into the scale, but they've used a button head screw. So there is a spot there that can hang up on your pants. Impossible to hang up on your pants here. So I think they did it perfectly. Okay. So it looks good and it works great. I believe it is reversible. I'm not sure because it looks like there's a tang on this end that goes in. I don't know if there's a cutout underneath of there because I can't see. Okay. So you have 3 methods of deployment here. You have the thumb stud and you have an almost invisible flipper tab that works fantastically. And then you do have a thumb opening. If you want to do a reverse flick, it does work, which is incredible because I can't really ever do that, it seems, on most knives because that's my least favorite deployment and the one I'm the least good at. But it does work if you choose to do that. I know a lot of people are big into multiple deployment methods. Me, I'm not so much into that. It doesn't really bother me. It is a full flat grind, starting way up at the top and working its way down to that, 15 thou behind the edge. So you're really good to go there. A little branding here, Real Steel. a little bit of designer logo there. Ivan Braganets, I believe is how you pronounce that. The steel, and then, just another Braganets design there. I think this is really pretty freaking cool for the price. 75-ish, $80. Feels great in the hand. You can't feel the pocket. I mean, this is just, it's knives like this that make me wonder why I went into full custom knives. Okay. I mean, they're different. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that this necessarily replaces this. This is easier to carry to more places, right? This is going to kind of maybe scare people in the lunchroom. This, not so much, although it is big. This I wouldn't mind taking places in case I went into an event or something and there was security and I had to ditch it, or, it was confiscated. $75, big deal. And it's something that you're not afraid to use. Not that I'm afraid to use my custom knives, and that's going to be a different video here coming soon. But you think about it less, I think, on a more budget-friendly knife. So let's do a couple of quick size comparisons for you. With the Sharpie, the Spyderco Delica, the AA and D cell batteries. Since I pulled out the Hellraiser, let's give it to you side by side with so it's about the same size, give or take a little tiny bit. And since I pulled out the Kubi, my favorite budget knife, is it more favorite than this one? I don't know. I'm still going to go with this one because it's under $50. This is under 80, let's call it. Are you getting that much more of a knife? I don't know. This is D2. This is all blacked out. This is a little bit bigger blade. About the same thickness. A better pocket clip. I think these are pretty comparable, honestly. I'm not sure which one I like better. Now that I pull them out. This does have a finger choil, so you can choke up. Although in real world, I don't choke up. It does have a thumb swell here on the back, which is nice. This one does not. It could use a little thumb swell or some jimping would be nice. I don't know. I like these both, actually, pretty equally. So there you go. Let me know what you think about Real Steel. What do you think about budget knives? And again, Gary, thanks for sending it in.